Hey guys, Michael Smith here, the BeachBanger, and today is Thursday, August 20th, 2026. It's about 5:45 p.m. and this, my friend, is my 8th episode in my surf fishing campaign along the Forgotten Coast. Today, I'm at location number 10, Indian Pass, which is at the end of 30A East. It's been a very, very long time since I've been out here fishing, but hopefully we'll have some luck. Today's fishing conditions is it's about 90 degrees, water temperature is 84 degrees. The wind is between 5 and 10 miles per hour. There was a low tide about 4 o'clock, about an hour and a half ago. So we'll be seeing a slow rise in the tide as we move into the evening, late afternoon, early evening. There's not really any chance of rain. There's about a 20% chance of rain, but I don't think that really has anything to do with where I'm at. It's a little more in town. But there's quite a few people out here fishing, kind of in spotty areas. When I was pulling in, people were leaving. So I think they were kind of the early fishermen. If you've been watching my BeachBanger videos, my firework videos, I've talked about Indian Pass in a couple different videos. But if you haven't seen those videos, and you don't know anything about Indian Pass sits at the end of 30A East. Okay, there's a road that cuts off 30A. It's called Indian Pass Road. All right, and it kind of dead ends into this bay. And over there is an island that's called St. Vincent Island. It's a national wildlife refuge, and you can take your boat over there. You can't, I'm not sure all the restrictions, but you can go over there. There's a shuttle that runs over there a couple times a day, I believe. But anyways, this area here is not known for its beautiful beach. It's more of a fisherman's area. It's also a place where people like to come out and party and get drunk and just kind of hang out, bring their dogs down here and stuff. Down here at Indian Pass, people look to catch things like redfish, trout, triple tail, drum. There's a lot of sharks in this area. Okay, so there's a lot of different species you can catch. I've watched a bunch of videos of people fishing down here, and that further in down there, it kind of curves around, goes on to Cape Sandblast. That area down there, I've seen a lot of people catch a lot of big, nice sized whiting. I didn't go down that far. I figured where I'm at, I'm in the middle between two people, kind of spread out pretty good. I figured this is as good a place as any to start setting up and fishing. Anyways, I'm gonna get my stuff ready to go because it's pretty much all in my cart still. It's all packed up, I still gotta unpack it. I'm gonna get that unpacked and get my lines ready to go, and I'll tell you about our setup. I do have a new piece of equipment I want to show you guys. I call it a cart caddy, but basically it's where it's a little platform here. You guys seen them before. Those of you who fish have seen this. A buddy of mine had an extra one. He got a new one, I guess, and he was nice enough to give me his old one. It has a little bait bucket in here, a little cutting surface, and some areas for your tools. This will come in real handy. I'm gonna really like having this. I've been cutting things on my ice chest and having moved stuff back and forth. Kind of sucks, but I'm really gonna enjoy this little cart caddy. So if you're watching this, you know who you are. Thanks. All right, guys, it's about 6 o'clock now, and I just got finished getting all my lines ready to go. So let me show you what I got, starting with my 12-foot pole down here on my far right. This is my 12-foot Penn Squadron 3 with a Penn Pursuit 5 8,000 size reel. And on this line here, I've got a custom drum rig. I got a 4-ounce pyramid. And you see how it works. The spudnik sits on the bottom, and the line runs out to the side, up, This has a this is a 5/0 circle hook with a piece of shrimp on there, fresh shrimp from the market. And this is 30-pound mono, by the way. My next rod to the left is my 8-foot Catch More Fish rod, Pan Raft 2 4000. And on it, I have a Sea Striker rig that I bought. I'm gonna pull up so you can see a picture of it. I think I used it before, but this is for whiting, spot, and pompano. But on it I have fish bite bloodworms. The next rod to my left is my 10-foot Penn Pursuit 5 with a Pursuit 4 6,000 size reel. Alright, and on it I have a Carolina rig with an egg sinker with a 5/0 hook with a piece of shrimp on it. And for my 9-foot rod, this is a Shakespeare Tiger with a Penn Battle 2 3000 reel. Anyways, for it, once again, I'm using my Brunken rig. It's got glow-in-the-dark floats. I have fresh shrimp on my hook with a piece of fish bite mullet. And on the bottom, same thing, except for I got fish bite blue crab. This is a 3-ounce Sputnik. I need to fix these holders here. So, as of right now, I'm using 4 rods, 2 big rods, and 2 smaller rods. I'm trying to catch some drum today, some redfish, black drum, you know, maybe some trout. I really like to see some trout. But supposedly between the hours of 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. there's supposed to be higher fish activity, or high fish activity. So hopefully that's the case today. Hopefully we can get us some nice drum today, or trout. That'd be real nice. Anyways, I'm gonna put this GoPro on my chest harness and we'll get started. All right, today I'm gonna start off by throwing my 8-foot rod out. This water does have a pretty good current running through it. And then next, my 12-foot rod. Well, that was a horrible throw. I threw my damn bait right off, man. All right, here goes my 10-foot Penn Pursuit 5 rod. And yeah, I can see right now this ain't gonna work out too well, these weights. I'm gonna do some changes with these weights. I'm gonna have to move my 8-foot rod to my far left. This the current and this moving in from the Gulf. That's the Gulf out there, and the current's too strong for some of my weights here. So I'm definitely gonna make some adjustments. All right, here goes my 8-foot rod again. All right, so I'm gonna pull in my 10-foot rod because the weight I have on there is not gonna cut this current. I'm gonna have to put a different weight on this thing. In the meantime, here's my 9-foot rod. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out. All right, I'm getting hit on my 9-foot rod. It's a little bitty catfish. Just a little bitty catfish. All right guys, I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute so I can make some new adjustments to my equipment. So with my 9-foot Shakespeare, I put a 3-ounce pyramid on there. Got a little hit on my 8-foot rod, I can see. Picked up a little grass, but that's about it. Get him back out there. All right, I need to do some work on I need to put some new bait on my 12-foot rod. So my 12-foot rod now has brand new shrimp on there. Let's see if I can get out there without falling off this time. It's like somebody just fell out of their kayak. You guys see that on camera? Looks like we got some rain up that way. Let's see if she falls out of the kayak again. Oh, she made it this time. Looks like my 9-foot rod's getting some tugs. Small tugs. All right, I'm gonna refresh my bait from a 9-foot rod. Looks like I got a pelican joining me. They're floating around. All right, guys, I just reeled my 12-foot rod in, checked my line. I got another one of these old catfish. I get tired catching small catfish. There goes that pelican. got hit on my 8-foot rod. Of course, I think this bird may be tampering with it. No. Come on, bro. Thank God. So I thought I had the bird. The bird actually had my line. Now what do I got? I got a freaking catfish. Man, all that hassle over a pelican for these 2 catfish. Oh, man. Look at these guys. Can you see this? I got 3 catfish on my lines. 3 catfish. All right, so I got the small catfish off my 12-foot rod. I got some shrimp on there with a piece of this flea clips fish gum. I'm fixing to sling it back out. All right, so my 12-foot rod's back out. Let me get my 8-foot rod dealt with. The one that's got 2 small catfish dangling in the air here. Look at them. There's 2 little catfish. I swear, I'm tired of catching these little catfish, man. It don't matter what size hook you put on here, you're gonna catch some catfish. All right, so I got a seagull here. They just picked up that small catfish. All right, here goes my 8-foot rod back in the water after being molested by that pelican out there. That's right, that pelican came over and molested my line. I need to get my 10-foot pole back in action. But it needs a heavier weight. All right, guys. Something's on this rod, but it feels like dead weight. I don't know. Probably grass. Yep, that's what it is, guys. Look at that. Look what I caught, man. Grass. Alright guys, I just repositioned this camera here. That berry's one almost dead. Look at this smoke. This is my 9-foot Shakespeare. I'm guessing it's probably more grass or branches or weeds. That's what it feels like. No, yeah, it's small catfish and grass. Look at that. This is small catfish with grass. This is how my day's going. All right, it's my 12-foot rod. The line's over yonder, so we'll see what's on there. A lot of grass. I wasn't really expecting all this weird grass. This grass is like, I don't know, it's like the color of the water, which is weird. So I don't have any lines in the water. They've all been eaten up by baby cats and grass. I mean, this is like the absolute worst. Let me get these rods. Look at this mess here. Let me get these rods fixed up and ready to go back out. Well, there's a nice catfish. Not what I'm looking for. At least it's bigger than the other catfish I caught. Foot rod, see what I got on it. I think my line drifted too far. I got a little hit on my 8-foot rod down there. Tell you what, this is some murky water. Just some grass. Another baby, and oh, look at this. I finally got something else, guys. Look at this. What do I have here? That is honestly, this is some kind of whiting, guys. This is a whiting, but it's like it has a gold tint to it. It has kind of a pink and purple tint to it. I've not seen a whiting like this before. This is definitely an interesting whiting. I know it's a whiting because it's got the whiting head. It has a head like a whiting, but it has a body like a trout. It's croaking too. Lord have mercy, guys. This is a mess. This whole day's been nothing but a mess so far. My 12-foot rod has something on it. It's fighting, which is strange. Fighting pretty good too. Good. Right here. Probably big catfish. Yep, that's exactly what it is, guys. Nothing but a big ass catfish. Another big catfish. These big catfish are fun to catch, but it's not all I can say about it. I'll check my 10-foot rod here. There's something on there. Oh. Some trash. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for our day at location number 10, which again is Indian Pass. I have to say this was not a very good day. I had a little bit of expectation, I had a little bit of hope. I had a lot more hope than I had expectation, but it's always worth a shot coming down to some of these places and throwing a line in the water. It's always worth a shot, guys. So I came down here, didn't catch anything but catfish, and a pelican molested my line, tried to take my fish from me. He could have had it, just leave my line alone. All right, the catfish that I caught 2 nice sized catfish. They put up a pretty good fight. The other catfish were teeny. I mean, you remember those catfish I caught in Mexico Beach and St. Joe Beach that were small? The ones I caught today were, I think, even smaller than that. Today was a tough outing, guys. I'm not gonna lie, pretty tough. I hope you enjoyed this episode for what it's worth, okay? I'm Michael Smith, the BeachBanger from Indian Pass. I'll catch you guys on the next trip. Until then, keep banging and keep fishing.